Hey,
BB fans!
Welcome to the HOH Room podcast with your host Sheeta,
Val, and Dira.
where we discuss all things Big Brother.
Expect the unexpected. All right, guys. So today we are going to jump into episodes 9 through
8 through 10.
8 through 10. My bad. 8 through 10.
It's
You
all
guys
right.
already know.
Yeah.
You know how we are. So anyway, let's get started. Let's get right into it. So episode 8, we had the HOH, and surprise, surprise, our girl Felicia won.
Woo!
Yeah,
Who would have
Yes.
thought that?
I definitely wouldn't have.
Yeah, that one's all about luck. It's not
Yeah,
even about any
seriously.
type of skill.
No skill.
Even
necessary.
though Sari and Izzy were trying to throw it,
Right.
even though
And they still got high scores.
Exactly.
So that shows you how
Exactly.
much it's
how
about,
much
like,
skill is necessary.
right, none at all. So luck of the draw, Miss Felicia wins, and of course, because we're hanging out in the Milliverse,
Yeah.
she got her punishment.
Yes.
And had to bring someone along with her too.
Exactly. So pretty much, I think the whole house got a chance to get snotted on.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think yeah.
Yes, I think she was taking every single person with her, basically.
Which was smart.
Which was
Like,
smart.
let everybody get a chance
Exactly.
at this.
Exactly.
Don't pick on one person. so.
Right. And I think Heisem was the funniest when he got snotted
Yeah,
on.
he
He
was.
thought it was so disgusting.
He was so disgusted. Like, you would think this was somebody's real nose.
Exactly. The way he was acting.
I was cracking up when I saw his face because he was just like, ew.
That was funny.
Yeah, it was. So Miss Felicia she basically made some big moves during this HOH reign. So originally, they did have that discussion about backdooring Heisem, and her winning actually played out really well for them to try to do this. So her nominations happened to be Cameron and Jag, which of course they weren't happy about it. They had the discussions with her in the HOH room, and we're kind of like,
that never works. The pawns always go home. You know how it goes in Big Brother.
Exactly.
But she still went through with it, still put them up.
Because that's what Heisem asked for, and they just wanted to make sure Heisem felt like he was in control.
Yes.
Right, and didn't want him to expect anything. So
Exactly.
They just went along with his plan.
Yeah, so they had Heisem nice and tucked away and kind of feeling real sure about everything, and they put up Jag and Cameron, which they were sitting on the block pretty chill. Cameron, this is his home at this point. Like, he's always
he said
on
it
the
too.
block.
He's like, oh, here we go again, up on the block.
Exactly.
Nothing new with him. So.
He's funny. But yeah, so those two are on the block, and then they so what else happened that episode?
They're up on the block. The showmance between Blue and Jared starts to bloom a little bit. You're starting to get a little insight on that. What do you guys think about that showmance?
I don't think anything of it.
Yeah,
like, it doesn't matter to me, really.
It's just like, that's fine. There's nothing like bad. They're in the same alliance and everything like that. So it's not like, oh wow, they're opposing like alliances. But it's like, so it's kind of like, who cares? Like, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But Sari, she had some type of feelings about it.
Yeah,
of course.
Sis is lurking, staring at them
staring
from
in
afar.
disgust.
I already knew she wasn't gonna like it. I was like, something tells me his mom's gonna be like, what are you doing? Like,
yeah, she's very much like, stay focused on the game. Don't let anybody bat their eyelashes at you and, take your mind away from it. And so that's what she's really worried about.
Right.
Oh, yeah, of course. It's like, and I don't think it's even on some, like, she doesn't like Blue or anything. It could be anybody. It could be Oprah, Michelle Obama, anybody.
Yeah, she's just not having
She
it.
would be like, we in this game, man. Like,
she's like, keep your eye on the prize. Don't let anyone get you off track.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much what happened in that first episode.
And it was just kind of sad. Heisem was just so thinking everybody. He kept saying Felicia. He was so like happy she won.
He doesn't have to worry about anything.
Yeah, it was like he was just completely like just had no idea what was coming.
He felt very comfortable.
Very.
did.
Yeah. Their plan was working like exponentially. It was perfect.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Which then brings us into the next episode.
Episode 9.
Yeah, episode 9. So with episode 9, some interesting stuff happened. I don't know why, but I just felt the need to speak on the fact that Corey dressed up like Blue.
Yes.
I mean, he looked beautiful.
Yeah, gorgeous.
He was
gorgeous
slaying.
girl.
Slaying all
Yes,
day.
slay.
Slay all day.
What did he say? Like kitty
Yeah, he's
purr?
like,
Yeah.
her, slay.
Yeah, that was definitely some comedic relief in that episode.
Yeah,
Had
it
me
was.
cracking up. That was really funny.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I got a good laugh at it so much that I felt the need to bring it up.
Yeah, I also felt
I was
the
about
need
to
bring
say
it up.
I was going to bring it up if you did. So
And then how about another funny moment for me was Nicole. Nicole
Oh,
is losing it with
yes.
these people. She's like, what is wrong with them? Like, why is everybody constantly talking?
She's like, they're so emotional.
she's like, I don't think it's been a whole week where someone hasn't cried. She just is over it. She's like,
Mhm.
what is up with all the crying?
She's like, I have to go to the storage room just to get away
Yeah,
and talk
she-
to myself and like clear
I
my
know.
head. She's very much not with all the crying and the emotions
Yeah.
running high. And
Not at all. I wonder what Nicole.
Is
Nicole,
she
look at me
Nicole?
jacking her name up as usual.
Politician, I think she was saying, or she's in politics or
Oh
something.
yeah, she's in. It says political consultant.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that makes
so
sense.
That's why she's very straightforward.
Yeah,
She's
she's
like,
very
what's up with the crying? There's no crying in politics.
right.
Let's
It's
go.
just black and white.
Mhm.
This is what we're gonna do. Bop bop bop. Keep it moving.
Exactly.
So yeah, I can understand why she is built the way she is. Clearly, this works in the political field, not so much in Big Brother.
right.
I mean,
Not-
actually, it'll work, but
It
not in
could.
terms of like your sanity in Big Brother. I should
right.
say.
I was gonna say it does have its benefits not being too emotional.
Yeah.
But you have to also be able to connect with people.
I was about to say,
Everyone
it might
is
not be
very
good for the-
emotional in the game. So
yeah.
don't be a robot. We've
Because
seen
then
that.
they'll throw you
happen
right out.
before.
Who was that guy in Jessica, I think?
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but I know who you're talking about. Jessica and him got together.
Yeah.
Oh
last
yeah, I know
season.
what you're talking about, and
And
he
he
was
was
like,
a robot.
Yeah,
had
he was
no-
very
what was
robotic.
his
They
name?
attacked him.
Yeah.
But
yeah, he had no emotion.
so it's kind of like you need to have some emotion,
right.
but you know you can, as long as you can keep control of your emotions. That's a
Mhm.
good play.
Cody.
Cody, yes,
Yeah, his
right.
name was Cody.
Cody.
So
very robotic.
yeah, Cody was like, "Who is that?"
Yeah, that was yeah.
Yeah.
He was really good though.
They're
but-
still together, you know.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I heard.
They
Yeah.
have, I think they have 2 kids or something too. So that's pretty awesome.
Hmm.
His emotionlessness led him to Jessica. So
Hmm. Yeah.
yeah, nice little couple there. But anyway, moving right along.
Mm-hmm.
So again, Heisem is none the wiser when they go to pick people for the veto. He's like, please don't pick me. I just want to
I
sit here.
know.
I don't want any more targets
That
on
was
my
the
back.
saddest part because he was just so comfortable. He's
I
like,
know.
He
oh,
felt
he's like,
so
please, I hope I don't
safe.
get picked, and if I do get picked, I'm gonna throw it. So they had
Mhm.
nothing to worry about with that.
No,
nothing.
at all.
Yeah,
This
he was
is where
like,
I started
want
feeling
enough.
bad.
Yeah, I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
Like, he really trusted Felicia. He trusted his professors and thought
Mhm.
everything was just going fine. He's like, I want enough stuff. I don't even want to be picked for veto. Like, just
Yeah.
I mean,
leave
it
me
was
alone.
literally the perfect week for them.
It was.
He was
It
just
was.
he was so confident in his alliance.
I know.
Kind of sad. But
Yeah, it was.
I think
Um,
it was a bad idea, honestly. To
I
sit
do
there and
too.
attack someone from your own.
I think so too.
mhm.
But we'll get there. But one of the things that was strange was that Felicia never discussed with Red. I don't even know who's in the Bye Bye Bitches anymore because they said bye bye to one bitch. Bowie Jane apparently is not part of their group. They were saying she's a floater or
Oh,
something.
she's the ultimate floater though. Like,
But-
I keep
I mean,
forgetting
I
about
thought
her.
she was
I
part
heard
of
of the
forget.
original.
I think she was, but she's even in a line. She's just a floater. Like, she is doing absolutely nothing. Her and America to me are just like ultimate floaters.
Well, yeah, they're ultimate floaters. They're not talking game. I would say that, but I just thought she was part of the original Bye Bye Bitches.
I think she was, but I guess
I
not
mean,
anymore.
I don't even remember them talking about kicking her out of it or anything. It was just
it was just
all of a
just
sudden she's
sudden.
just not there anymore.
Yeah.
So I can't even tell you who's part of that group.
I don't
Like
I
I
don't
know
know either.
Felicia, Sari, and Izzy. That's about all
That's
I know.
all I know at this point.
Yeah. So, and that's a small amount of people to think you're gonna ride to the end with, especially 3 not very athletic people. No offense. But anyway.
Well, I guess they figured they ride with the professors, and then when it starts getting down to it, it's like, okay, well, this is our sub group in the whole thing.
Yeah, maybe that's like the
Probably.
final 3.
Yeah,
or
so I guess
however
they're
many
trying to
people are in
ride
there.
that wave and then be like, okay, when it gets down to it, we'll start
Yeah.
cutting other people off.
Mhm.
I can see that, but they're riding that wave a little too early because they left my man Red out of the plan.
Oh, yeah.
He
that
was so confused.
Yeah.
He's like, I thought we were a team. Why am I not being told about things? Like, what is going on? Which I completely agree with him. I'm like, why wasn't he a part of this discussion? They literally
Exactly.
told everyone in the house, including
Right.
the other side,
Yeah,
about this
literally
plan.
every other person
And Red's
knew.
just like, huh?
And
like-
the thing was, he was down for it, so they just
Exactly.
talked to him. He would have been like,
Yeah.
okay, but like leaving him out makes you feel like, okay, am I first to be like
Exactly.
Right.
cut off
you're
when this
clearly-
like gets down to it because
Yeah.
you guys don't really care about me.
Mhm.
Right, you're
just a
clearly on the
number.
bottom.
The fact that you even went to the other side before you went to someone in the professors is just
Yeah,
like,
that was crazy.
Child,
I was like, oh,
yes. They are
okay.
They are really trying to cut Red out. I don't know why. And then Felicia, that was hilarious when he had the conversation with her.
mhm.
Like, oh, what's going on? I heard blah, blah, blah. And she's just like, oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. He was like, let me go ahead and throw his name out there and see
Yeah.
what she says about it. She's like, oh, well, he knows.
Yeah.
Exactly. The funny
Mhm.
part is Red didn't seem too offended. Like, he was kind of like, I'm going to grab Cam and try to bring him along onto our alliance. When I would be saying, no, thank you. I'm going to work with the other side and
Right.
kind of just keep my ear in with the professors.
Exactly.
Because clearly they're, first of all, well, I'll still get to that because I don't see much coming from them.
Mhm.
Anyway.
Me either.
So this brings us into the veto comp. So I forget who got picked. I want to say Corey. Jag was already up there.
Yeah,
Cameron
Jag.
was already up there.
Mhm.
Felicia obviously is up there. Izzy got picked, and there's
Mhm.
one other person that I can't think of.
I can't remember.
They don't
Corey?
matter. They
Did you
didn't
say
win.
Corey?
Corey.
Yeah, she said
I did
Corey.
say Corey.
Mhm.
I don't know who the third person is.
Corey, Jag, Felicia.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, honestly, it doesn't
was
matter.
it?
They didn't
Oh, wait,
win.
Izzy. You already said Izzy.
Yeah, I
too,
said
right?
Izzy.
Mhm.
Izzy and Corey were the two people that got picked, but there was one more.
Red, house guest choice.
Oh yeah, because
Oh,
he
that's-
had his little braid in his
Yeah, he's like, good thing I braided my beard.
to lose. But anyway, so yeah, but I like Red.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Red's
he's
cool.
funny.
I do
Yeah,
like
he
him
is
too.
funny.
Mhm.
But yeah, so Jag ends up pulling this win out. He was
Dominating.
just like,
Like-
yeah, like
Like he does this on the weekends or
Right.
something. Like it was
And
ridiculous.
Felicia, she was something else. during
Struggle
this
with
comp.
bus.
rolling around like she was
just
just.
rolling. I think maybe she got one egg the whole time.
It
She
was sad.
It was very sad.
She might as well just lay down.
Honestly,
and stop
yeah, just
moving.
like go in the goo and just go to sleep. Because
Exactly.
that's what it seemed like.
Yeah, that was
just go to sleep.
And how about Corey with his butt out?
Oh
yes, his little flat pancakes.
yes, she said those what Blue said the
Yeah, his
pancake butt.
pancake butt.
Yeah.
He was just what did
And he didn't pull his pants back up.
He was like they're gonna keep falling. Might as well keep the
What did he
cheeks
say?
out.
He said something given ass or something.
Oh. Did he say he's giving butt crack?
No, I forget what he said, but it was hilarious.
That was
And he just
funny.
could not get his pants up.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, Jag won, and of course, because we're in the Hamillaverse, he won, so he gets a punishment at
Yeah.
the same time.
Mhm.
And that was for him to walk around in that little dirty chicken suit.
It wasn't dirty probably when he put it on.
The thought of these outfits for a week.
Oh,
is
You
just
know they
disgusting.
smell
And I'm like, is it
horrible.
hot outside? So
You
they're
know
like
it is.
sweating and
Yeah.
just.
And then you gotta walk around and flap like you
Oh,
just.
those things probably
Oh,
smell
I'm sure
putrid
it's
after
probably
it's done.
rough.
Oh,
After
I'm
that
sure.
week, they need to burn those
Oh,
outfits.
yeah, for sure,
Exactly.
'cause
Yeah.
They
Mhm.
probably smell
Mm-mm.
horrible.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, he clucked his way off of the HOH, or not
The
the
block.
HOH, the block,
Mm-hmm.
and Yeah, so then they put up Heisem, and that speech, man, they were just disrespectful, okay? She said, why get a knight if you can get a king?
Yep.
And put him up, and his face, I felt so bad for him.
I felt bad for him too.
I was just like, oh,
so
man.
like,
yeah, that was
he was so comfortable. So it was just like, that was the ultimate blindside.
Mm-hmm.
No idea. Like, he looked so upset.
Yeah, that was sad.
That was one of the worst blindsides I've ever, like the best one I've ever seen.
Yeah, surprisingly.
One of the saddest ones.
Yeah, it was just so surprising.
So, like, no idea.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Most people like catch on a little bit, but he was
like, I'm not playing
nothing.
Veto. I don't want to play. I'm throwing it, because he felt comfortable with his people. Like, he was like, I got him the win last week, and now it's Felicia's turn to do the same thing, and then they just turned on him.
Right, which in theory would make sense. Like, he was literally their best player.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's why I'm like, it was such a bad idea. Like, granted, he's very like, hey, this is what I want to do, and what I want to do is the thing that you guys should do too, because I make the most sense, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like, why didn't you guys just talk to him about his behavior instead of like, let's backdoor him immediately?
Right.
That's a number on your side, a
strong
good, strong number. Because honestly, your side is kind of interesting. Like, when it comes to being athletic,
you got exactly. They're not good.
Like, let's cut to the chase.
Point blank.
I think
you got Felicia, who won by luck.
Yeah.
Felicia.
Yeah, her. You got Cirie. I don't know. I don't see her really.
I don't see her being good at comps, but she's definitely going to be good with like social and mental game. Probably.
I think that she'll be good at. Bowie Jane, they done sent off the island.
She's just random.
Izzy might be able to pull something off. I don't know.
Maybe.
And I don't think it's going to be something athletic, quite honestly. Nicole, she might surprise us.
She may
surprise us. I don't know. Right now, she's like talking game, but she's not really like winning anything. Red is good, but
Red's not bad,
I would peace out on them after they did what they did to me. So
well, they were talking about bringing the other guy in.
I don't think they're going to take him. I think they're going to.
They need to.
Actually, they have to.
I was about to say
they have
need
no
to.
choice.
And he was like, "Well, the professors are killing it." I don't think he's honestly going to go through with it when he realizes, "Hey, my side is actually better."
Right. If for Cameron's sake, please don't go on that side. Take Red with you to the other side, because that's the side that will win.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't peace out if I was Red. I would just kind of start looking for other options.
Oh yeah, play both sides.
Right,
exactly.
He could be the Jared.
Be smart about it.
Yeah, don't sit there and be like messy with it, and then it's like, oh well, he's playing both sides. Let's get him out.
Right. Be very strategic about it.
Yeah,
there have been some people that do it really.
They took away the one person who was going a physical threat, and they backdoored him.
Yeah.
And lost a number.
I think this is going to be pretty much their decline.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably going to get picked off one by one.
For those of you listening, if you're out there,
we know you are. We know you're out there.
But for those of you listening who watch the live feeds and stuff, because I know I don't really.
Neither do
Every once in a while I'll pop it on, but was Heisem like this gruesome, crazy, rude dude? Like, I didn't get that from the edits that they showed on TV. He seemed like he was just somebody who took charge, made decisions, and that was that. But maybe he was rude to them regularly.
Maybe.
I don't know, because I really don't understand why they were so angry with him, except for Matt, who was crying all over the place about Riley leaving.
Yeah.
So, he had an actual reason to go after him and the other side of the house, but I just don't know why they couldn't communicate to Heisem, like, yo,
exactly,
you're doing too much, bro. Like, can we
give
talk
him a heads up? And I'm sure he'd been like, oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't aware I was stepping on people's toes.
Right.
He's like, I'm giving my opinions, and that's it. Like,
yeah.
But they decided, oh, well, he's strong, and we're not going to get another shot at him. You take the shot this early in the game when he can literally, like, help you guys get ahead. Oh,
exactly.
Smart move.
It was silly. But, like, and then even if you didn't want to, they should have checked Heisem after the veto was won. That was the perfect time where you had the option to either A, put him on still if he didn't respond accordingly, or B, keep him.
Exactly.
And go after like a Matt. I agreed with Heisem. Matt should have been next.
He did have good ideas.
Yeah.
He did.
Like what he was saying made sense.
His
like
strategy was good too. The whole like grabbing another person and like bringing them along. He had great ideas. It was just
they
way
weren't
he spoke to people,
it
wasn't good. And if they just had a conversation with him, they could have kept a strong person, kept a number, and it would have just been fine.
And honestly, he seemed like he was going to be loyal to the professors. Like,
I
didn't see him being like, "Oh, let me jump ship." And
yeah, he didn't.
It was just they really didn't like it. They thought he was too strong, and they decided to take him out. And they didn't like the way he talked to them.
Right.
And it's like,
that's why
just
like, there's
have
gotta
a conversation.
Right.
Yeah, maybe we must not have seen it.
Yeah, there's got to be more to it.
Because if it was just that, I don't even know.
Maybe the live feeds showed something else. Who knows? But yeah, I don't know.
And you know what's funny? We said Riley was going to go far. We said Heisem was going to be great.
Honestly, it's been the curse. The HOH goes home the next week.
Yep.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
Whatever.
Yeah, I was like, Felicia, she even mentioned it too. She was like, I've been noticing the trend where the HOH goes home. I got to make sure my HOH that doesn't happen to me next.
Honestly, it's a good possibility because I don't think the professors are going to take it home. So
no, I think she's going to actually be fine only because she got a target that literally both sides wanted out. No one really wanted Heisem.
Well, yeah, I don't think they're going to come after her for anything personal, but it might just be, let's just get rid of her.
Well, Heisem came after
Riley
after they got everybody went cursed it out.
That's true.
And look what happened to her.
That's
so
true.
You never know.
So this brings us into the next episode, where they actually did the voting and what else happened in that episode.
Episode 10.
Heisem's apology tour happened, where he was like, "Well, I can't play the veto to save myself. There's nothing else I can do. All I can do is be apologetic and say I'm sorry and tell them how loyal I am and go from there and see if they'll save me." It was basically just begging at this point. There's nothing else he could do. There's literally nothing else he could do. It's like he literally was up against the wall. All he could do was get on his knees and beg.
Not on his knees.
Yes, not on the knees.
It was sad.
Please, please have mercy. Please. How do you please?
So basically, that's all he could do. And of course, they did the same thing they do every time with Big Brother, where it can't be like, "Hey, Heisem's out the door." So they're like, let's, stir it up, make it seem like something else might happen. Exactly. So Izzy, Felicia, and Cirie were talking about how maybe they were like, "Oh, let's flip it back and keep Heisem because, he is a strong player and he will, keep us safe," all that stuff.
The stuff you should have thought about.
Exactly. What they actually should have been doing. But
right.
We all see how that went.
Mm-hmm. Sad.
Yeah, that was just, I don't know, that whole episode was just depressing.
It really was.
It was just like, he had all these talks with Izzy, mainly those three, Felicia, Izzy, and Cirie. And it just, at that point, it made no sense to even try to keep him because you already gave the other house what they wanted.
Exactly.
Nobody's flipping at that point. They've gotten the only person that's a threat on the other side of the house out.
Exactly.
And now it's just a smooth sailing to the end for them.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're about to see the professor's
decline.
Yes.
Yeah, they're going to get picked off.
They're all going to be retired.
For sure.
And they're definitely I don't know. So, we'll go ahead. You can keep going.
Oh, okay. So, after that, his apology tour obviously didn't work. Heisem got evicted. I don't think he got any votes.
No votes. It was 11-0. This house votes very much the same.
A lot of times, though.
But sometimes, people try to
throw that one in there and be like,
who did
that?
But nobody's
none of that
doing
happening.
that. They're just like,
They're like, "Oh, is this who we're getting out? Okay,
right.
We're all voting them out." There's
Nobody
no
wants
secret.
no
let's try to
sauce.
pin it on this person. Vote all that.
Yeah, none of that.
It's been very
a lot of times, though. Someone needs to start doing that.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, yeah, it does work.
But yeah, they're not doing
clear with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, unanimous vote. Hisam's out. I think it was like 11-0 or something.
Yeah.
And he was in good spirits for somebody who was leaving. His speech was kind of funny too, because he basically said that he would be loyal to those that save him. And then he was like, unlike Cameron. I was like, there you go, Hisam. Throw your last little dig in.
You gotta try.
You gotta throw someone under the bus.
Yeah. He tried it and went right out the house. And then had his little meeting with Julie Chen, which he was actually cool about. But he was funny when he was like, I don't want to see the messages. They're always mean. And he was like, see, this is why I didn't want to watch them.
Man, honestly, that was I think one of our favorites from the beginning.
Yeah.
And he's already out.
I thought Hisam was going far.
I guess he did play, his approach was rude. So it came off like very, he's demanding and he's saying he wants it this way and that's that and nobody else can put anything in. He would ask questions and answer them himself. So, that came off horrible. And then they backdoored him, so there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. And all they were lacking was some good old communication.
Exactly.
That
could have really saved their game.
It really could, because I think that's a wrap.
Yep.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to see something, like the older people, maybe do something different and change the game up, but I think they're about to be out the door.
Yeah.
They lasted longer than most of the older people.
Yeah, usually the old people, well, first of all, they always only put like
That's
one.
True. There's usually
and they always
and they're
grab
gone
first.
first.
Except that one guy. I could never remember his name. He had that beard.
Oh, I know who you're talking
Danny,
about.
What's his name? Danny or something? Donald.
Donnie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
lasted
adorable.
a very long time.
Yeah, he lasted a long time. But yeah, this they gave them the opportunity. They're like, here's a bunch of old people.
Right. Do
Even
something different.
Not that old. They're probably
Yeah, I don't think they're that old.
Oh no, Felicia said she was 62, I think she said.
Oh yeah, she's 60.
Well, I kind of figured she's
Saray's in her 50s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I don't know about the rest of them, so.
Yeah, I don't think the other ones are definitely nowhere near as old. Hisam had to be at least like, I feel like he was probably in his 40s.
Yeah, probably.
Like, he's not that old.
Mm-hmm.
But we're also talking from an older perspective.
Facts.
If we were like 18 or something, like
they're so old.
The old people, get them. But
yeah,
but
I
don't know.
their thing, but
this is not looking good for them.
Hey, something could happen. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe
there's
Felicia
more.
did just win.
Yeah, there might be more luck.
Yeah.
Stuff.
I don't see them winning anything that actually takes skill, but
and then the pressure cooker.
Yeah, they're bringing that back.
Exactly. So that's gonna be wild.
Yeah,
it's gonna be crazy.
How long did they say it was?
Last time,
14 hours.
14 hours it took for a dude to win. I can't remember his name.
Neither can I, but he came back with Janelle.
Yeah, I remember. Man, I liked him too. He was real cool.
Yeah, I did.
I can't think of his name, but yeah, I think it's something with an H too. But Hisam keeps popping up in my head.
Yeah, that's why I keep thinking too. And I'm like,
put it in the comments for us, guys. If you guys know
put that in the comments.
Put it in the comments for us.
The guy who won the pressure cooker in 14 hours, I think it was. So they're about to start this game. We'll see who wins. You can't go to the bathroom. We might have to count some of the other people.
I think everyone's gonna be in a diaper.
Don't drink the water. I will wear a diaper to that.
I know I
would too. Yep.
It depends.
For real. But all right, guys, that's all we got. Any predictions? Who do you think is gonna be put out next? Or no?
The next HOH.
Oh, what about
the next HOH?
BB Power of Invincibility, America's Vote?
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
We forgot about that. Yeah, so there's a power up for grabs that America's voting for. So, I don't know who you guys are voting for, but I don't know who I'm voting for either. Hopefully it's still open. It's probably not even open anymore, is it? The voting?
Did they say it was only like 24 hours or something like
that?
They
said how long, but clearly I forgot about it. So
right.
But yeah, so the invincibility, I think it gives them a. I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and lie and act like I know what the power is. I forget what it was. Do y'all remember?
No.
We'll be
All right, we're back. Kind of experienced some technical difficulties there.
All right.
Yeah, we ended on the invincibility thing. We don't know what it is. We'll find out with y'all. Let us know in the comments if you know what it was. But anyway, thanks for listening. And we will be back with you next week.
Yep.
To do another, synopsis of the next 3 episodes. As always, I'm your host, Dira.
Val.
And Sheeta.
And we'll talk to you next time.
Bye.
Bye.